everybody, it's Stephen and Frederick, back for another episode of How I Cook. This week, we're going to do pizza. Not just regular pizza, pizza on a charcoal grill. So, first thing we have to do is deal with the crust. This is dough that I got at Wegmans. I let it thaw in the fridge, but now we're going to let it rise in a bowl. So, put the dough. This dough ball is 28 ounces. Then we're just going to put a little olive oil. Very little. You don't need much. You just don't want it to stick to the bowl. So we'll do this. We'll do this. So it's totally covered. And now it's time to let the yeast do its thing. So I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap, let the yeast do its job, and then we'll be back in a little while. All right, see you later. The dough's done rising, so it's time to light the charcoals. I told you this is pizza on charcoals. So now we'll go in while these heat up. We want these to become white ash fully, so it'll take a little while. Now we'll start working on the dough. Let's go in. So, as you've already seen, the dough has risen. I'm going to push it down a little, get out some of the air, fold it over. You can hear the air. And I'm going to put it on the counter. First, I'm going to cut it in half. Half can go here. We're not going to do anything with that right now. And then I'll cut it in half again. So I'll put a little flour on the counter. And we'll work this out. So this 28-ounce dough ball will make 4 pizzas. The gluten has really been activated and it keeps springing back. We may need to have this rest a little more. These aren't going to be round pizzas, but that's okay. So stretch it out a little, and then I'm just going to put it on this clear wrap. It needs to rest, and once it rests, we will stretch it out some more on here, or maybe on here, and it'll be even bigger. So that's the first one. We use some of the same flour. And here's the second. So the dough has rested for a while, the coals are ready. So I'm going to roll it one more time. We let the gluten rest. So we just want to get them a little bit bigger. You saw they started out small. If there's a few rips, that's okay. So although we're only having 2 of these tonight, I'm rolling out all 4. I'm going to put the dough on the fire for all 4, but 2 I'm just going to save, and sometime later this week we'll have pizza. So now we have 4 crusts rolled out. Time to go out and cook them on the grill. Let's go. So, I poured the coals out of the chimney, and they're white ash over on this side and no coals on this side. We are going to cook the crust over the hot coals. This is extremely quick. You put the dough over the hot coals, you watch it. When it starts to bubble up, you flip it, and then it's done. We can see it's starting to bubble up. Getting some nice char lines on there. Now we flip it. Isn't that beautiful? This side will be even quicker. You can smell it. It smells wonderful. This will be coming back in once we put all the toppings on. So it will cook more if you're concerned that the center is not cooked. Beautiful. Smells like a pizzeria. So we have 4 lovely crusts. Look at that char. And 2 more here. We're only going to eat 2 tonight. I'll do these 2. First we're going to do a red one, and then we'll do a white one. Here's the crust, the flatter side I'm putting on the bottom, and here's pizza sauce. Not spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce. This is much fresher, much brighter. It's tomato, salt, spices, and garlic powder. That's it. No sugar, nothing else. So I'm just gonna put some on here. You just need a little. This isn't a tomato pie. So you want the flavor, but you don't want it to be the only thing you can taste. So look at that. The whole thing's covered with tomato sauce. You will get plenty of flavor, but it won't be overbearing. Parmesan cheese. Sprinkle this on. Okay. Next, fresh mozzarella. So I have fresh mozzarella here. You can see I have it on paper towels. Fresh mozzarella is very wet, so I wanted to pull some of that wetness out. First, I'm going to put a little garlic powder on. If you don't like garlic powder, don't use it. Then, some fresh mozzarella. This one is going to be pepperoni as well. And I will put the pepperoni where the fresh mozzarella isn't. And there we have it. We're going to take it out, put it on the grill, and come in and prep the white pizza. All right, see you outside. Just a reminder, we have a hot side, or a side with coals and a side without coals. The side without coals is still very hot. We're going to put this on the side without coals. Close it up for a few minutes, and then we're going to go in and prep the white pizza. So now for the white pizza, what we're going to do is we'll sprinkle a little olive oil on here and wipe it all over. This is very light olive oil. Then a little garlic powder. As much as you like. Some rosemary. The smell of rosemary is wonderful. Some ricotta. We're going to spread out the ricotta. Some Parmesan cheese. And the rest of the fresh mozzarella. And there we have it, white pizza. Let's go out and check the mozzarella and pepperoni one. See if we can bring that in or take it off the grill and then put the white one on. Let's go. So this looks pretty good. Let's take it off. And let's put the white on. Give that a few minutes and then we'll come out and get that one. So the white pizza is still on the coals. But when that's done, we're still going to have some really good coals, and we don't want them to go to waste. So here's what we're going to do. Look at these glorious peaches. I have 4 peaches here. Cutting them in half. Around the equator. You cut them the way you want to. But the stone comes out great. I'm then putting them in a cast iron pan. Cast iron pan doesn't care about coals, doesn't care about that heat. All right. Look at these, aren't they beautiful? So what am I gonna put on these for the cooking process? Nothing. Could we put cinnamon, honey, something like that? Sure, but these are really beautiful peaches. I'm just going to allow the heat to do its job. Pull out the juices, pull out the sugar, pull out the flavor. When we bring them in, yeah, I'm going to put something on them. But for the actual cooking process, no, I'm not going to do anything. So we're going to take these out and we're going to check the white pizza. Let's go. Looks really red. So this doesn't look quite ready. Not too charred. So let's move it over the heat. Let's give it a minute or two over the heat. It's a very warm evening. This is a really good idea for the upcoming Labor Day weekend. Either as a main course, or you're probably having hot dogs, hamburgers, ribs, chicken, whatever. A great appetizer. You make a few of these, you cut them up for you and your family and your guests. Easy squeezy and delicious. That's looking pretty good. Let's check the bottom. Ooh, nice char. You can see it's bubbling a little. And the peaches go right on over the coals. Put the lid on, and it's done. Well, it's not done, but it's cooking. All right, let's go back inside. So here we are, the red and the white. Don't forget, we also have the other two that we're going to use later this week. They have nice char on them. We'll do the same thing we did with these two, except we will just bake them in the oven. We're going to wrap them in some saran wrap, and it's going to be great. So we're going to go enjoy these right now. I'll come back, show you the peaches, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, see you in a little. Ooh, I can hear them sizzle. So here are the peaches that I just took off the charcoal. You can't hear it, but they are sizzling. They smell really great. And on some of them you can see the juices have been released. I'm going to take 2 peaches. A little sour cream. Boop. Not a lot. You really don't want to take that much away from the peaches. And then just a little cinnamon. If you want, you can also drizzle honey, whatever you like. So I hope you enjoyed this episode with pizza and peaches. Remember, it's not the right way. It's not the way you should do it. This is how I cook. Thank you for joining me. I'm Stephen and Frederick. Hope to see you next time. Take care.